What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another post game here on Met Central. And the Mets get absolutely killed by the Oakland Athletics 9-4. And who's surprised? Not me. I can tell you that right now. What a game to be at. What an unbelievable game. I don't think I would have I don't think I would have made it if I wasn't, walking the concourse every now and then, because I didn't have my phone charged pretty much at like 90%. There was pretty much nothing I could do. I was stuck just viewing this. I'm just so annoyed right now. But yeah, before we jump into everything, please be sure to leave a like on the post-game video if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Met fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live. Paul Blackburn. That's what I expected from him, mostly when the Mets got him. 6 earned runs, 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he allowed a home run. That's what you expected from Blackburn. And this was my problem, is once it came to playing a better offense, and believe it or not, as much as I clown the Oakland A's, and as much as I said in my podcast, I didn't want to hear about how they're a good offensive team. They are a good offensive team. Problem is, I don't want to give the Mets a pass because they're a good offensive team, because we gave this team the same pass for not being able to beat the Mariners or score as many runs against the Mariners because of their quality pitching. Meanwhile, the Detroit Tigers put up a 15-plus spot. I don't remember what the final score was, but they put 15 runs against that same Mariners team. And now the Mets face a good offensive team, and it's like, well, it's fine, Paul Blackburn. Well, I don't think anyone's saying it's fine, actually, right now, because I think everyone is getting to the point where the panic button's close to getting hit here, because this is just awful. I mean, Jose Budo didn't have his stuff today at all. He was not good today. Granted, it didn't matter. The game was pretty much done. Stanek at least fine. Maton fine. Diaz fine. And it sucks he even had to use Diaz. That was the most depressing thing I've heard in my life. Just the trumpets playing in a 9-4 game. Very depressing stuff. But when they didn't break the game, or when they didn't tie the game, I should say, rather, in that 5th inning, when they had the opportunity right in front of them to, I mean, I knew that they were not winning this game. There was just no, that was their shot. That was their only shot, and they couldn't come through there. And I don't know what the deal is with JD Martinez now, because like I said, I couldn't even look really at my phone without risking it dying, and I just didn't want to do that, but I could try to check on if there's anything with JD Martinez. He got hit by a pitch, and granted, he's not been performing well, but you still don't want to see him get hurt. And yeah, here it is. JD Martinez said he felt no strength in his arm after running the bases after getting hit by a pitch on the elbow in the 2nd inning. Hoping I'll be back tomorrow, but we'll see how it feels. So, injured list on the horizon for him. Good thing Starling Marte is coming back though, right? Which actually isn't that bad of a scenario, because I'd rather Marte DH than play the field right now. But this is just a train. This is just a train wreck. Like, Brandon Nimmo needs to get his head out of his ass. He's not performing well. You got Jesse Winker, who actually had a solid day for once, but again, like, when is it going to be in a game that matters? But again, I don't want to minimize everything he did, because he showed up. The only guy, though, that showed up really tonight that I could say has been there all year and done that all year is Lindor. Even in the field, he makes a mistake, guns the runner out at home. They called him safe originally, but the Mets challenged it and it got overturned. Like, Iglesias, you could have said had a good day if he didn't have that costly error. Jeff McNeil, who I praised earlier, 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Alonso, terrible day. Both sides of the ball. Granted, again, he had that big RBI, but still outside of that, 3 strikeouts, face plants into the infield dirt. Like, it's just Alvarez, Spader. Alvarez has just not looked good. I don't know what you want me to say, but again, we'll break down everything more because I didn't even break down this game, because this game was pretty much done by the 1st inning, because the A's loaded up the bases, or no, they didn't load up the bases until after the Andujar flyout, because Blackburn had the pickoff move, and once he got that pickoff, I'm like, all right, maybe this will change the tides of the inning, and the Mets will get out of this. And then you have the flyout, and then Langoliers gets hit by a pitch, Seth Brown doubles 3-0, and then the inning ends. But it's just annoying to go down early. It took until the second inning for the Mets to end up, you know, open up their scoring. Martinez got hit by a pitch, like I mentioned. McNeil walked. Iglesias had a single to make it 3-1. Then the third inning, though, the A's just responded and killed them. And I was walking the concourse during this time, so maybe it's my fault that the A's piled on a mountain of runs. But Brent Rooker got a single. Blade walks. Andujar hits into a fielder's choice, 4-1, because, again, Jose Iglesias with just a terrible error right there. And then Langeliers hits a home run, 7-1. Still no outs, by the way. Still no outs there. And then Seth Brown grounds out. And then a single, then 2 strikeouts for Blackburn to get out of the inning. But it is 7-1 by the end of it. And it took until the 5th inning for the Mets to actually show life, where Nimmo got a single, then a wild pitch moves him. Nimmo walks, believe it or not. Winker with a double to make it 7-2. Alonso gets a single to make it 7-4. Vientos walks, and then they end up going to the bullpen, and that's where I'm like, yeah, this sucks, because this was the opportunity to really break the game open. Austin Adams comes in, gets 2 strikeouts, mocks the entire fan base and the entire Mets team by doing the oh my god dance, and I'm just sitting here like, in the moment, I'm like, who does this guy think he is? But you know what? Every Met fan's like, oh, he's a nobody, He has a right to hang his nuts when he got out of that jam, and apparently the Mets, like, were gonna offer him less money and or something like that. I don't know. I guess he wanted to be a Met that badly. I don't know. But regardless, in the 6th inning, the A's piled on runs. You know, Andujar had a single, Langeliers had a double. So any chance of a Mets comeback got completely diminished. And that's pretty much your game. I mean, what else is there to say? Because the rest of the bullpen at least looked good. It sucks that Budo, you know, ended up not being able to get the job done. But you know what? Let it be on a day where the Mets weren't winning anyway, I guess, if Budo's going to have a stinker. It sucks that he had to go to some quality arms in the pen today, like Maton and Diaz, but those guys also haven't got work in a bit, especially Edwin Diaz, so you kind of had to use them. But you went against a pitcher with over a 7 ERA rolling into the game, and you did basically nothing, like 4 runs. This offense is just pathetic, and I have no words. And I'm sorry if anyone wanted like a heavy rant of me yelling and being all pissed. I've just had time to cool off since the game, that I'm just not as pissed as I was an hour ago. I'm just not there because of the fact that, and it's also because the game was over by like the 6th inning, where it's like I've been done. Like, I just wanted to get home. I just wanted to make this video, say my piece, and be done with it. Shower, and hit the hay, because I just don't care enough to talk about this right now. What do you want me to say? It's the same issues. Lindor's producing, and the rest of the lineup's not helping. And if they are, it's in unclutched spots, or it's just a rare time where they did hit in the clutch, and it didn't matter because the game was over by the 1st inning, and then really done by like the 6th inning. So I don't know what you want me to say, other than Nimmo needs to be moved down in the lineup. And like I mentioned on the podcast, if this continues from Brandon Nimmo throughout the remainder of the series, throughout the series against the Miami Marlins, Carlos Mendoza has no choice but to bench him against Baltimore for the entire series. I am not saying that because it's hyperbole. I am saying that because it's the truth. He is not seeing the ball well. He is behind on pitches. He's his plate discipline's just not there right now. This just is, it's a problem. And you at the very least have to send a message by moving him down, especially if JD Martinez isn't here. Who cares about what you've had the lineup order being? Move things around and try something different, because this is just not working, and you should be beating the Oakland A's, or at least scoring more than 4 runs against the Oakland A's, because this is unacceptable. And again, like I mentioned on the podcast too, you can only tread water in this wild card race for so long. At some point, you have to just win games, because you are behind. You are not in a spot. You're not in a wild card spot where it's like, you know what? If other teams are losing around you, it's at least not that big of a deal. You have to win these games, and they're just not doing it. And I don't quite frankly, have the confidence that they're going to do it. I really don't. Like, I am dreading tomorrow's game, and I'm going back tomorrow, and I'm dreading going to tomorrow's game. The only saving grace is that I will be with my girlfriend. That's the only saving grace of going to tomorrow's game, because outside of that, I am not looking forward to watching David Peterson go 4 2/3. I'm not looking forward to this offense not scoring against a terrible Oakland A's pitching staff. I don't know. It's just, this is just infuriating right now. You did end up getting a little bit of a rant there at the end. So hope you're happy if you wanted that. But yeah, like I said, Peterson on the mound tomorrow. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I really don't know what you want me to say, other than I am just hoping they prove me wrong. That's all I can do. Hope they prove me wrong, because as of right now, this play is just unacceptable and pissing me the ever crap off. And because I mean, you got to try to win tomorrow, because who knows what Quintana is going to be on Thursday. Who knows? Flip a coin and maybe you'll get your answer. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live. And I'll see you guys in the next one.